means. So do you want me to take a stab at it, or are you going to?
No, you go ahead, because your version is a lot more detailed than mine.
I would have to agree with you on that.
Yeah.
So the Groow Zone was an idea that you and I had, and I never will forget. We were at the house, and I was drawing on a sheet of paper, and you said, "What we're gonna name it?" I said, "What about if we name it the Ozone?" And you said, "What's the Ozone?" And then I said, "Yeah."
I know what the ozone is.
I mean, but you were saying what I meant by
correct.
Calling it the ozone.
People out there be like, "You didn't know what the ozone was."
Okay, I got you. So you know what the ozone is,
yes.
but you didn't know my association to the ozone.
Correct.
So I took a sheet of paper out and I drew like what I thought the ozone looked like, and how it protects everything in it. And we thought, you know what? We're going to create this ecosystem where we show how people protect everything they have in them.
Yes.
And then we said, but it's a hole in the ozone.
Right.
Sometimes harmful stuff gets through it. I don't know. You looking at me? Is that about right?
I'm just remembering the actual drawing as you talk about it.
It was dope. So I think they're going to find out very quickly you're such a hater.
Or am I just a realist?
Well, a realist would be telling the truth about something, but my drawing was like Smithsonian dope. It's not, you're supposed to.
That drawing was, everything that you're describing was not in that drawing. Let's just say that. Okay? Visualize like stickman type drawing. It was, you should just never draw it and just talk about it. You do that part beautifully.
So on the first episode, we're going to talk about haters that don't know they're haters. And I want to introduce you to the largest hater of them all. Well, I drew it, anyway.
Yep.
The Groow Zone is designed by us to help people to grow every area of their life.
Right.
That
is correct.
And what else? So we're going to help them grow relationships.
Yes.
Finances.
Right.
Communication.
That's important.
It is.
In everything. We'll have some parenting tips. We'll have co-parenting tips. I don't know. I feel like we'll cover a little bit of everything.
Finances, politics.
Yeah. Let's talk about what's going on. Yep. What's going on in the world. And I do want to stress that we aren't this podcast that is coming at you on this expert level and that we're experts at anything. What we are experienced.
Yeah, we always say we're not experts at anything, but we have experience in a lot of things.
Correct. And my experience might not help everybody, but it will help somebody. So, it's just about sharing our thoughts.
Well, your experiences help me. Might I add, you look very radiant today.
Do I? Am I glowing?
You are glowing.
Oh, thank you. I like to glow.
Wow.
It's called like bronzer or something like that. I don't know. I'm not good at makeup. But if I'm shining for you, that's all that matters.
Shining.
Yes, buddy. Do we have topics?
We do have topics. But here's the thing.
Oh, we're not ready.
Everybody has been asking me, I don't know about you, but I sense, like, how did a pastor hook up with a media mogul?
A heathen.
No. Nobody's ever said that.
No,
how did a pastor of a mega church connect with a media mogul? You're making me stutter. You say it.
I do that sometimes to make you stutter.
You say it.
How does a pastor find a heathen and marry her?
Babe,
How did you land a lady?
We only have a limited amount of time, and nobody has time to be playing with you all day.
But that's what some people say.
Nobody ever said that.
No, they do.
I've never heard that.
Read my comments. They're there sometimes.
Those are bots.
I mean, but it's said, they probably are. Who cares? But they say it. I think it's kind of funny. I do, because I'm not a heathen, but it's funny. I like to go in your circle of people and say, the heathen is here. And then, because nobody thinks I've ever stepped in a church before I met you.
I mean, I knew you was in church before you met me, but you got to admit, I got you closer to the cross now.
Oh, yeah. You have saved my life.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
Wow.
No, I didn't save your life, but I am very good for you.
You are excellent for me. You really are. That's true.
And you're good for me.
Thank you. Yeah. But I think that, okay, the question was, how does a pastor get with, what was the way you were trying to say?
I'm glad we're talking about this because there's a little discrepancy in our house about how this actually happened. I want to go to the first date, and I want to put on record, I want everybody to know how it went down and how we met, because I'm tired of the discrepancies. I'm tired of the funny business and the chicanery and all of the hoodwinking behind this story. Okay. I was there.
Who's telling this?
No, I just hear you tell it, and when I hear you saying it to people, it kind of get convoluted, you know. So I'm gonna let you start. You tell me what it was like when we first met in our first date.
Oh, I had the best time. We had a impromptu date because you were technically you weren't in Los Angeles. You were pretty far outside of Los Angeles.
San Bernardino.
And you preached at a church in San Bernardino. I lived in LA. And you were like, oh, I'm preaching. You want to come? And I was like, San Bernardino, not so much. Love to hear you preach, but I'm not trying to drive to San Bernardino by myself. That's right. I wasn't driving that far to church. So anyway, on your way leaving San Bernardino to go home, they had you leaving out of LAX, which was great because I was like, cool, maybe we can hook up when you get to LA, which was, around dinner time. But I was out with some friends having dinner. So I said, okay, well, we're not gonna be able to do dinner. I'm already out of dinner, but maybe I'll hit you later. I hit you later, and you were at your hotel, and then you were like, well, you can swing by here. In my mind, I was like, hotel, swing by. I'm a lady, okay? You need to understand. So keep that in your mind. So I said, okay, I'll meet you in the lobby. And you were a gentleman, and you were in the lobby. We went in the restaurant, and we sat, and we had such an awesome conversation. I ordered a margarita.
No, you ordered two.
Okay. After I finished my first one, I did order a second. No, that was not everybody's business.
No, you ordered the second one before you. See, this is the discrepancy.
Okay, I ordered two at the same time.
There you go. All right.
But let me explain why.
Okay.
It was closing. It was about to close. So I said, okay, I'm going to need two, Miss Lady. So could you please just knock it out and bring me two? Because I just wanted I wanted to be real. I wanted you to know that I like a good little, cocktail every now and then. Not on a regular, just social outings. So it was kind of a test to see if you were going to judge me too. And you didn't.
I did not.
You didn't. And
I actually was mad that I didn't order two too, but I'm a man of the cloth and I cannot be drinking in public.
And you probably didn't know what I would think if you did. So, okay, I got you there. Anyway, we had this great conversation that ended up being about 5 or 6 hours long, to where we got kicked out of the restaurant into the regular lobby. We literally sat in front of the check-in desk for the next 3-4 hours and talked. And then
this is where it gets a little tricky.
Then it was time to wrap it up.
Right.
And I said, I'm a lady and I need to go home. You have me out way too late, sir. That's what I said. And then he said, no, please don't go. Not yet. I would want you to stay a little longer and let's keep talking because I'm having such a good time. And I was like, no, it's way too late, and I can't be out on these LA streets alone like this. That's not safe. And he was like, no, please, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Please, please, please. So I had to go through that, and I stayed maybe an extra 30 minutes, and then I had to go for real. Then I had to go. So we get to valet, and I'm getting in the car. And some of y'all don't, well, you might know, this man is very into cars. I did not know that. So he was more into my car than he was me at that moment. So,
wow.
I'm pretty sure you looked at my car
I was wondering what a girl was riding around on 26s for. That's what I was trying to figure out.
I didn't know. Okay. I don't even know what that is. That's just, the car looked nice. Anyway, that's nothing. That has nothing to do with this. He gave me a side hug, like paw, you know, like a paw. Now,
I can't wait to tell my side of the story.
I didn't need a kiss or anything like that. It was our first date. I'm fine with that. But a side hug, like at least give me two arms. Two arms hugs is necessary. Like a nice, even a quick one. He gave me the paw. All right, baby. You know, I'll see you tomorrow. That kind of hug. So I do remember that, which I was like, that was disappointing.
I mean, Jesus, how long is this going to take?
Okay, I'm done. That was our first date.
Because it's all lies.
Thank you for joining the Groow Zone. We don't have any more time today for him to share his side of the story. Maybe next time.
All right, episode 2. This is what actually happened. All of that stuff is true. LAX, I'm coming through San Bernardino. All of that's true. Actually, meet me at the lobby. You somehow thought me asking you to come to the hotel was me asking you to come to the hotel room. Two different things. Mm-hmm. I was already downstairs when you arrived.
I didn't know you like that.
Sister, I didn't know you like that either.
Just saying.
You know, I mean,
could have been trying to lure me.
And I'm the prize too, so it ain't no luring.
Wasn't happening.
It wasn't no luring.
Sucker.
So
that's how
I get there, and we do eat at the restaurant.
We do. Actually, you didn't feed me.
You did.
We didn't.
Oh no, that's right. You was drunk, and plus,
see how that story ain't right.
You know why I didn't feed
you?
I
was drunk. Is that what you said?
Because
do not tell the people I was drunk. I was not drunk. I had to drive.
Okay. You didn't need to eat because you just told the people you had already went out to eat with other people.
Get it right. Get it
right.
So
you didn't want anything to eat.
Correct.
So when we sat there and you had your drinks, and I don't know how many you had before you came, social lady, but you came and you had your 2 drinks with me, and we sat there. They closed the restaurant, and then we go over to the table right by the place.
I've told this, right, guys?
We've talked all of that. Now here's where it changes.
Okay.
I'm like, I got to get up and go in the morning. He's like, no, please. I don't have anything to do. I don't want to go home yet. I don't want to be bored. Oh. I was like, okay, well, I got to get up at 6, 7 in the morning. I got to go. And your company has been great, but I got to leave. And you like, well, you don't even have to go to sleep. If you leave in there early in the morning, you could just stay up. Like, you ain't got nothing to do. You can sleep on the plane. So I'm like, okay, I'll stay as long as I can.
I don't recall.
I know you don't, but it's the truth. So then I'm looking at you staring at me the whole time.
Whoa.
And I'm like, man, this is uncomfortable.
Who else am I going to look at?
This lady, I mean, but the way you were staring at me was just like, you know,
wow.
you was like doing eye exercises and stuff. And you were staring at me and I felt uncomfortable. I'm like, whoa, and I don't want her to try to take advantage of me, but I don't want to,
lobby?
I mean, you know, stranger things have been done. So I'm sitting up here looking at you stare at me.
What?
Take you out to the car. I do say, you know, the car is off the chain. Like, you know, it was a Rover on the big rims. And I'm like, why is this girl riding on a car that I got to step up and climb into, right? With windows so tinted like you was a limo driver. I did side hug you, and I did not kiss you on the first date.
Here's the truth.
And the reason being is because I didn't want you on the Groow Zone telling people that I tried to hug you in the front or grab you on 2 arms and kiss you and all that. I only went as far as, you know, as a gentleman goes. Right? You ain't saying nothing about me kissing you now.
That's true.
Okay, so I held off until it was time.
Oh.
And that's what gentlemen do.
Okay.
Okay? But the fact that you don't remember how you literally was accosting me with your eyes is beyond me.
I just have a problem with you being a liar today.
You stared at me so much.
You know what? I did. I stared you down.
And he was like, don't leave. No, stay. You know.
I'm pretty sure that's what I said you did. You're copying me.
No, you remember what happened. You just don't remember who did it.
No, you're just retelling
So that's
the story
how
in reverse.
I want you to hear me. My version of the story is how a mega pastor meets a mega mogul who pretty much was obsessed with me from day one. And
my God.
I'm not mad at you because, you know, we got married. So
we did.
It ended up being the way it was supposed to be. Okay.
All right.
So let me ask you this question. since you don't remember the truth about how we met, but I do know you know this. Like when we came, I remember something about that conversation.
Okay.
You started talking about all these deal breakers you had. Oh my God, you had some.
Did I say that on the first date?
I don't remember. It just all came together, but I just want to get it out of my system.
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
I don't know. I don't remember. But
I did say deal breakers, but not on the first date.
No?
No.
What did we talk about for 6 hours then?
I was going to like talk to you like that.
You absolutely knew you was going to talk to me like that.
You
was obsessed with me when you got there.
You need to cut it out. No, I did not know that I was going to talk to you like that after our first date. I didn't.
You know, we almost didn't make it. Because let me tell you something you did that kind of got on my nerves when we first met. When I text you and asked you, can I call you? And you told me, no, I'm better experienced in person. I'm like, what kind of nerve do these California women got? How are you going to tell somebody I'm better experienced in person and I don't want to talk to you on the phone?
I am. And I did talk to you on the phone. I just said, like, you know, I am a better experience in person because I can be very sarcastic. And my sarcasm sometimes can come off to a new person as, like, not so nice.
You almost missed me, sister.
But I didn't. You wanted to experience me in person. That's why you asked me on a date. But anyway, after that first date, I did not know that we were going to talk because, for the record, the dating pool has pee in it. It's really, really yellow, and I hate it there. And at that time, you technically were in the dating pool. So I didn't have great expectations at all. And I grew up in church, and I know how some pastors can be. I'm just keeping 100. But you're not like that. You know what I'm saying, though.
I don't like your attitude.
You don't like my honesty.
I don't like your attitude. It's very aggressive right now. You're being very aggressive.
You were not like I thought you would be at all.
Very judgmental.
No, this is very factual.
What did you expect of me?
I don't know, like.
You thought I was going to come in and
I'm going to get in trouble.
Amazing
Maybe,
grace.
and then be like, you want to go upstairs?
Wow.
You know.
So you're talking about like Leon Lonnie Love or something?
But that's real, and you know it. You know you have met that preacher man several times in your life. Do not lie.
I don't know what I met in my life because I meet most preachers in the pulpit. So all that kind of stuff, that's TV.
First of all, your lying face is awful. So let's just say you are not telling the truth. And you know that you have met those preachers that just are like, you see that hot tender, that you know, like you've met them. I've met several of them. So I just didn't know. I didn't know what type of dude you were, you know? So I did not have great expectations. I've never dated a pastor before or a preacher. So it was like, oh, God. First of all, I thought it was going to be really boring. Like, this is not going to be fun.
I don't think God is pleased with your attitude on this first episode.
I think God is pleased with my honesty because you were not anything that I thought you would be. The conversation was nothing like I thought it was going to be. I did think that it was going to be a very wholesome, like, kind of, you know, on Wednesday nights. So you didn't think we was
going to have fun and stuff like that?
At all. I just didn't think you would be fun. I didn't think that, like, your lifestyle really allowed you to be the kind of fun that I like. You know what I mean? Like, I want to go dance with my friends at the Dime. Everybody don't know what the Dime is, but, you know, at the little local spot that we go and have a good time. And I just thought that you would be like, oh, no, that's, you know, that's of the world.
No, baby. I actually was looking for somebody who understood that my whole life wasn't lived in a sanctuary.
Right.
Like somebody who could let me access that part of me without feeling judged.
Mm-hmm,
right?
Mm-hmm.
And so meeting you helped me to actually be balanced.
Yeah.
You know, and to be okay with balance. And found out that there are a lot of people in the world that are looking for balanced leaders. Like,
agreed.
Not for this person who's going to make me feel like, oh, if I watch Game of Thrones on TV, then I'm a sinner because I'm watching, you know.
Right. Because you be watching Game of Thrones a lot.
It's really not necessary for you to put my business in the
You put it out there, not me.
No, I didn't say I watched it. You told him I did.
He'd be watching it.
Wow. Okay. Well, Thank you. Hopefully they give us a commercial check. So.
Right. But you're right. I said to you that what I loved about your preaching was that you're relatable, and you spoke at a level of understanding and realness where growing up in church, to me, the pastor or preacher was kind of above you, right? And like, not that he didn't make mistakes, but it was like you can't make mistakes. You can't do this. You're sinning if you do this. You're sinning if you do that. And you had to like meet his approval or his expectations all the time, as opposed to, I never heard my pastor say like he made the same mistakes we made or did the same things that we did at some point in time.
So you're saying most people, well, I won't say most, I'll always be careful because there's a lot of people watching. Some people are under the leadership of pastors who make them think that everybody in the congregation is subject to some kind of grave ending while they're the person who does nothing. And you better get your life together, da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, and not necessarily saying that, but I never heard him say that he didn't do, that he did anything, made any mistakes.
No transparency.
Like, right. Now, I got older and went to a different church, and I did hear my former pastor, admit to things that he did that made him also a bit more relatable. But, he's older. So you just coming at it at this age in your 40s and able to talk to our generation and younger in a way that we understand and can relate to was amazing to me, because I don't think that there's anybody else that I know that speaks like you.
Well, I found out, you talk about this first lady thing, or, you do media, but, what people don't know is when I met you, and in that 6-hour conversation, I found out that you used to be your pastor's secretary. Found out that you used to read the condolences for the funerals. Found out that your mom was the MD and played the piano for the church. And so all of these different things, I want people to know that your path was always in this direction. Yeah, and just because you have commercials that promoted what you did for a living, it doesn't take away what you lived to do, which was to serve God. And I found you right in that place. That's true. So for me, it was like it was a match made in heaven. And to be quite frank, you always give me a lot of credit for you'll say allowing you to be, but I don't think that you do anything different from when I met you. Like the ideas that we do in church together, the stuff that we do. That's the stuff that we were talking about in our early dating years. Days, I should say. So I don't see that matriculation or that change that people try to say online that took place. I just think I'll say it this way: you're actually just showing the world who you already were.
That's so correct. But yeah, you're right. I think it's everybody else, and maybe I use those words for everybody else. Like, he allows me to be me. But you're right. I didn't really make a change. I do tell you all the time that you make me.
And you growing as a person.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the basis of who you are.
Yeah. No, I agree. You don't. It's not that you allow me. It's just that they don't know.
Right.
That they've never seen this side of me. But you're right. It's always.
And it could be. I mean, we both allow each other to do certain things, because you could really fight for a position. I just said in the recording not too long ago, any battle you fight to win, you end up losing, because trying to fix people and change people, it's like having your car be broken, and you want me to believe you're a mechanic, right? So you fixing me without fixing you makes me not trust you fixing me, makes me resent you for trying to fix me. I think that people should facilitate growth in the relationship and not try to fix each other. What you think?
Yeah, fixing each other is it's just not a thing.
It don't work.
It really does not work. I was that dummy once in my life. Okay, we won't go there.
Okay, so what was I getting ready to say?
You just gave an example that I like. Bishop gave a similar example
Bishop
in his
who?
Jakes.
Bishop Jakes.
And just because I'm petty like this, I like his example better of what you just said about the car and the mechanic. And he said, it's like going to a big lady or man as a trainer.
Oh, and them telling you that they can get you in shape.
Right.
The evidence ain't
right.
in their life.
And he went into detail about them having rolls in their necks and things like that.
That was hilarious.
I was like, oh, he is my kind of petty, and I love it.
The name of that sermon, The Grace to Change.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Hilarious.
He's funny.
Man, he killed that sermon, though.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, like, so when we first started talking, we had these non-negotiables, like stuff that we just wouldn't do. What was your non-negotiables?
Cheating. Mm-hmm. Still is. Mm-hmm. Watch it now.
I know it.
Okay.
It goes both ways.
Okay.
Don't lose your life. But what else? What else were you saying?
Honestly, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that was a deal breaker for me at coming into the relationship. I was like, if you cheat on me, I'm out.
So let me ask you a question. For anybody who's watching, would you recommend that people go into relationships already talking about what'll get them out?
Absolutely not.
Because what that does is make you anticipate.
Yeah.
And it makes you start looking for something.
Yeah.
And now your trust is disintegrating at the thought of a trauma that you brought into the relationship.
Absolutely. I just, I felt like trust was my trigger. Trust was my issue in a relationship. So I came in all guarded, like I will not tolerate that ever again. So it was my mistake of coming in with like, listen, you do this and I'm out, and that's a done deal. But I found it to be the one thing that it doesn't even cross my mind. Like, you have never given me a reason to look twice or to doubt you in any way, to where it's not even, it doesn't even come up in my mind at all. So,
well, you know why? I heard you loud and clear. So we both can admit we've done this before. Like, we've been down this marriage path before. Mm-hmm. Not something that either one of us is super proud of, and it ain't no badge we wearing around like, I've been divorced and all that kind of stuff, because that stuff hurt.
Yeah.
It's costly. It's painful. But I heard you very loud and clear when we met about what your non-negotiables were. And I didn't judge the non-negotiables, but I was afraid. Mm-hmm. I was afraid because, it makes you feel like, oh man, can you hold up these standards? And not the infidelity part, but just all of the other things about, how tender your heart was, and how you view trust and loyalty.
Yeah, like, what's my definition of trust?
Yeah, and love, right? Because we didn't have the same definition of love when we first came together. And then here I tell you, that one of the things that I bring into the relationship is a pursuit for justice, right? Where I like things to be equal. And your view was, well, everything isn't going to be equal. So if a relationship, in my opinion, is going to work, then I think that in the beginning, and you can speak for the ladies or how you feel, and just to let y'all know, this is unscripted. Like, we don't have no teleprompter in the room. We're not reading nothing. We just talking to you out of our heart. I think that the most important thing for people in a relationship is to understand that they are as broken as the person they wish was fixed.
Right.
And like, when you come with somebody and be like, look, instead of saying, bracing yourself for the hurt, the perspective is bracing myself for the help.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here to support your fractures.
Right.
I'm here to support your brokenness, and making sure that at all costs, as long as I can help it, make you not feel sorry that you shared that brokenness with me. Right.
That's important, because that could break the trust
as well.
Breaker, right? Yeah. Like throwing stuff back in your face that you've shared. Yeah, that's not okay.
Yeah. Well,
but I do agree. I mean, you can't come in, and I talk to like my single girlfriends now, like, he got to have this, and he can't have that. Like, girl, you just eliminated half the world. Like, okay,
so
he might not.
Do women shoot themselves in the foot by having a long list?
Absolutely.
Like, what's some of the stuff that women be saying that they want men to have, and they shouldn't even be trying to?
I'm not going to say your name, but you know who you are.
Wow.
She says he has to have nice teeth, can't be hairy. Like, she don't want a lot of hair on the legs, arms. She don't want to have to like see it where she feel like she can comb it. You know what I mean? Them hairy kind of guys.
Just now you said that, I know exactly who that is, because only that person could say something that hilarious.
What else? He has to look like he can kiss. Look like he has to kiss. And it has to be a follow through that he can, but if he looks like he can't kiss, done. Like,
how does a
who? But it's funny. It's funny. Let me explain. When I say this, I know where you're going. How do you know? How does a person look like they can kiss?
Right.
That's what I say. Until she pointed it out. She was like, look at him. Like, she showed me a guy, and she was like, look at him. I was like, oh, yeah. He don't look like he can kiss. I get it. But she got some other things on the list. But I'm like, you can't do that. Like, it's just impossible. Because what if a nice hairy man comes along and he treats you wonderfully, but he's extremely hairy?
Wax him.
It's options. She was like, oh, imagine like sitting next to him and holding his hand, and then that hair starts sweating and get wet on my arm, and all of that makes it sound gross. Petty. But she's so serious. We know
what men don't like.
What? Oh, I'm sure there's one. Would you like to hear it? I would love to hear it.
I can't speak for all men.
Okay, give me physical things men doesn't like. Like, she doesn't like bad teeth.
Men don't like bad teeth.
Okay.
We definitely.
What if she has a big butt? With bad teeth, like big butt, boobs, like she got that hourglass thing, but her teeth are messed up.
They got dentists on every corner.
But her teeth are messed up
they got
currently.
Dentists on every corner.
So you're gonna fix them.
You doggone right.
See, but you picked her, so you don't care about the teeth.
Well, when I met you, you ain't had the original rims on your car. We can upgrade them.
I had my teeth.
You got your teeth. You still got them. But I'm saying that. No. So you're saying she should just suggest he gets his teeth fixed, like he could be like, if a person got all of that,
but she's not even giving him a chance. She sees hair, bad teeth, out of there.
You can't buy loyalty.
Agreed.
At no corner store.
Agreed.
So if you get loyalty and honesty and treat me right, in a decent frame, right, you can get the teeth
I am
fixed.
So with you, but she's not even giving him the opportunity to be that guy because she sees the bad teeth and the hair.
Well,
the hairy legs.
On behalf of all
like, if
men,
you could braid it,
that might.
We've seen those guys at like the pool or something. You could like braid their hair. That's not okay. I don't know what you do with that, but because I would imagine if you wax it, it's coming right back. I don't know.
You can nair it.
It's coming right back.
And then nair it again.
That's a job, but it's okay. Let me not. You're not hairy, so it's fine.
Wow.
I don't have that problem. But I understand. She has other things on the list too. But I'm just saying, I do say to her, you have got to do better, because you cannot have this list of things that he can't have, because you're cutting out so many people. Like, she wants him to be beautiful and then expect all the other things that she would like, and maybe he's out there somewhere.
Well, that brings me to the next question. What name something that I surprised you with, like something that you were surprised by me once you got to know
me? That you weren't a holy roller. I mean, you are, but you're not. You don't know where to go from there. I mean, you are, but you're not like
Bible toter.
Right. Like, you don't go around quoting Bible scriptures and like, you're just normal. I know that's probably not the right word to use, but you just like, you can kick it with me in any place at any time. Okay.
That's true.
You can hang in any environment and be good. You know what I mean? Like, I did not expect that. I thought you were going to be very square.
I meant to tell you on the first date. I'm smooth as ice.
Oh, here we go.
Twice as nice. Ain't had a bad day in my life.
So I saw on this list of topics, you're a hater. You're saying like your favorite thing is that.
Let me tell you what surprised me about you.
That I knew my hymns.
That you could shoot a basketball.
What's funny?
That you could shoot a basketball. Like,
I can.
I know. I was very shocked at your
You're
ability
being
to
sarcastic.
Get that ball up to the basket.
That I could get it up to the basket? Have you seen what I've produced?
Yeah.
Okay, where do you think they got it from?
Their father.
Lies. That's me.
You don't.
That's all me.
Why would you take credit for their athletic
America,
abilities?
it's me. I'm just saying.
All
it's
right,
my skills.
Let me move on.
I could show you some things on the court.
I remember one time I seen you run and I bust out laughing.
What do you mean?
Because most of the time you just be chilling. Like, but when you get a sudden urge to bust a move and do athletic things, it's always funny to me.
Why? I do them so well.
Show the people your phone.
I don't want to share that in this moment.
It's that, you know, that it ain't smooth. You be like.
I am very athletic.
Ricky, she's athletic, Ricky. Ricky, our producer, y'all. So if you hear me talk to Ricky every once in a while, she is athletic, Ricky, but she's not. Ricky, you want to?
Wow.
Huh?
I am so. That's not fair.
Tell everybody what you used to do so we can get this out on the first
I played
episode.
volleyball, and softball.
What grade? What grade were you in when you did this?
I stopped playing sports in the 9th grade.
In the non-athletic years. So we're getting ready to...
I did play in the 9th grade. That's athletic.
One athletic year.
I just didn't have time for
every year before that is...
I was a stellar athlete.
A stellar athlete.
Stellar.
Wow.
Ask my mama.
Of course she's going to say yes. Dear,
and I'm a stellar pianist. In my beginner book.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to see if I can go on my phone and have Ricky to edit in one of the episodes you playing the piano so you guys get to decide if she's stellar or not.
I said in my beginner book.
You're pretty good. You better than me. Unless,
clearly
play the lead guitar or something.
I know
like
that.
Ricky, you want to play the game? You want to play a game?
So we're about to play a game. I think both of you would love. We'll call it "How Well Do You Know Your Spouse?"
All right, so we got that noise. Do we have
I don't.
All right, so we don't even know what the questions are.
We don't. That's scary.
I'm deathly afraid. So Ricky, you picked these questions?
So they were actually submitted.
That's scarier.
Like questions that people submitted, things like that.
Okay.
How many questions are there? Let me get ready.
Yeah.
To see how long.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my God! I know I'm gonna lose. I know I'm gonna lose.
Right.
No, your memory's better than mine.
So Keion,
Okay. Yes.
what did Shaunie wear on your first date?
Oh, you know.
Shaunie had on a pair of denim jeans, a denim colored shirt, some high heels, some blue shoes.
That's correct. That's correct. I knew he was going to get that one because he said it.
Okay. So next question.
Is this for me or her?
All right.
Don't get beside yourself so you're getting a little excited over there because you got one question.
So right now, this is Keion's segment right here. So
all right.
Yeah.
Let me sit back.
Who was Shaunie's teenage crush?
I don't know if we ever discussed that.
I recently told you this. I think I was telling a story.
Was it a white guy?
No.
Okay, that eliminates everybody I was thinking.
Oh, wow.
Teenage crush, Denzel. Who was it?
Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Theo?
I said that. I said Theo from the Cosby Show.
Me that. You told me that.
Yeah.
You're right.
Every girl liked Theo on the
You did
Huxtables
tell me that.
in my generation.
All right. So this one is for Shaunie.
Mm-hmm.
What is Keion's ideal date?
Staying at home.
No.
Ideal date? I think his ideal date would be skiing.
What is wrong with you?
You would like to go on a date and ski. Am I lying?
I would love to.
Exactly. What is your ideal date, though? That's not your ideal date.
My ideal date would be on a yacht in the middle of the ocean with a private chef eating lemon pepper chicken wings.
Wow. How is anybody supposed to know that?
You should know me. I'm your spouse.
Wow. You just made that up, first of all. Like right now, you made that up. Just so I lose that question. Okay, Ricky, let's go. This is how we doing things. Let's go.
All right. So the next question is, Shaunie, what do you think Keion's favorite memory of you? You can keep it PG.
Dang, that's hard.
It is a hard one.
Your favorite memory of me, is it sad or happy?
Nervous.
Our engagement.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. So, Keion,
Mm-hmm.
what is Shaunie's favorite movie?
Ooh.
Grease. No.
That might be. Well, it's in my top 5 for sure.
She's one of those people that don't have favorite anythings though.
Yeah, I really
No
don't.
favorite color, no favorite nothing. But I'm gonna say Grease.
Yeah, I have like top 5 things.
Or The Wiz.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
He's never watched The Wiz.
Why are all of y'all looking at me in shock and amazement?
I just need everybody to know that, okay? It is offensive.
I saw the part with the witch lady.
The
was
part,
singing,
did y'all
and
hear
then we
that?
watched
The part. I tried to get him to watch The Wiz, and he wouldn't even pay attention. Black people, help me out.
Baby, you have no business sharing my business in these streets like that.
I just need other people to understand my frustration. Did you see everybody's face?
I mean, guys, I wish y'all could see. Everybody in the room just looked at
Everybody's
me like,
face.
even my boy Chris was holding the cable like.
It is unacceptable that you have never watched The Wiz.
I've
You
seen
should
The
be
Wizard
able
of
to.
Oz.
No, see, it's not. It's not. And you need to know the songs. You need to be able to sing along.
Come on in, ease on down, ease on
You
down.
know one song from The Wiz. That's the only song you know.
I'm not a Wiz fan, but I've seen Wiz. So.
Can you sing along?
Possibly.
Dominique, you have not seen The Wiz.
Give me an example of a Wiz song.
Thank you, Destiny. And Destiny don't be knowing
Give me a Wiz
none
song.
of
I
our
bet you I can
generation
sing it.
stuff.
Chris, what's a Wiz song? What's one? Somebody give me one. I'm gonna help you sing it right now.
You can't win.
Started.
You can't win.
No, listen, I ain't got it.
Michael Jackson sang it.
You're from Gary.
Right. You're supposed to be a Michael Jackson fan.
I am.
Not if you haven't seen The Wiz. Your fanship is revoked. You are no longer in the Michael Jackson club.
I had his jacket though.
I don't know why. You never saw The Wiz. Right. Give it back.
Next question. All right. Who has better style?
I think we kind of level up on that.
Yeah, sometimes
together.
he dresses me. I'll give it to you.
You'll give it to me?
I'll give it to you.
I'll take it.
All right, so last question. What are you guys most likely to fight over?
Food.
Because, let me tell you why. This is a valid argument. So my wife is asking about food while she's eating. So it's like, I wonder what we're going to have for lunch. Ma'am, we're absolutely eating breakfast now. She's asking me about lunch, dinner, and what she's going to eat in the morning, which I find very offensive and frustrating. I cannot have a conversation about what I want to eat later when I'm not hungry.
I don't see anything wrong with that. I like to plan ahead. And I like to be excited about what I'm going to eat later on. I just like to be excited about it. Like, when I go to bed, I would like to know, first of all, you can wake up and stop acting like you're bored. I want to know what I'm going to eat tomorrow.
And I don't.
And you don't. So then he gets frustrated, and then I'm annoyed that he's annoyed because it's important to me.
But you keep asking me, what do you want to eat?
Because you, sir, only eat 2 things, and it's boring.
You don't have to eat what I eat.
But you want me to. You want to eat the same thing.
I want you to eat
from the same place you eat from.
They have options. I don't want to do all of this, going all of these places.
Well, it's not my fault you can't eat everything.
I'm allergic to seafood.
Right. So that limits.
You eat crab everything. You drink crab water. You
eat
lobster juice and lobster french fries and steak with lobster on it.
And you only eat beef or chicken.
Not true.
Okay, lamb. Mm-hmm. That's it.
What else can I eat?
And then you're picky about that. So you want fried chicken? Well, not if it's a lot of crust. Only if it's like little crust, because a lot of crust is gonna make my stomach hurt. So I can't have that kind of chicken, but I can have fried chicken. Just have to what, sir? Then I gotta search for that kind of fried chicken, or either I need to cook, and I don't be wanting to cook all the time. So
you are so aggressive.
Is that the truth?
Because
you need it lightly floured and fried. It's just so.
Wow.
It's true.
I never knew you felt this way about me. I'm so glad we out here in these streets.
He said, he asked the question, and you agreed that if we're going to fight about something, it's going to be food, because in your lack of excitement for it.
Is there any more questions, Ricky?
If we talk about candy, though.
That is it. Or how well do you
Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's do this before we leave. See, you always get the little chin in at the end.
Uh-huh.
Candy.
Right. You light up about that. Or caramel sauce.
Look at me.
Put caramel sauce on my ice cream, babe.
Cake.
Oh, that makes me
See how your eyes just went all
that's candy.
Glittery? Cookies.
I have admitted that I get excited about food. You, sir, just want to eat and don't care to talk about it. We need to talk about it. It's a conversation.
Okay. I'll do a better job at talking about it.
Your face. You should fix it.
I'll do a better job at talking about it.
That is so sarcastic.
My pal. I'll do a better job.
Is there another topic, Ricky? See how you do me?
That's actually the end of the show.
That's the end of the show. All right. Well.
Oh. Go ahead.
That's it. We got to wrap it up.
Wrap it up then.
All right. So listen,
Wind
guys.
it up.
All right. Listen, this is what we want you to do. We want you to go to our YouTube channel and we want you to subscribe. I want you to share it. I want you to tag as many people as you can. If you got to copy and paste the link and send it to somebody to take all of the guesswork out of it, we want as many of you who will and who can to subscribe for the Groow Zone. We want you to follow us at the Groow Zone on Instagram. Go there. And I want you to send us these questions. And I'm telling you right now, we intend to have a whole lot of fun. And my wife is going to be adjusting my mic in the process. So I'm very, very excited about what we're doing. Is there any final things you have for the people before we leave today?
No. Okay. I had a great time with you today.
I had a great time with you today as well.
All right. What are we going to eat?
And I did not kiss you on the first day. It's because I didn't want you on the Groow Zone telling people that I tried, kiss you and all that. I only went as far as a gentleman goes.
I don't be hungry like you sometimes.
Whoa.
You have a big appetite and a fit, slim body, but your appetite's not match your body at all.